What's an Earl version of a level 1 bad guy? A middle schooler making fun of you for not having 200 plus followers. The hall monitor from back in middle school. The parking meter checker for adults. What's a hall monitor? A domesticated lizard. I don't fully understand the comment, but since it has silver, this must have meaning that flew over my head. #X200B, edit, LMFAO. I get it now. Monitor is a type of lizard, and that would make a hall monitor a lizard in a hallway, or domesticated in a home. Monitor lizard. If you, like me, still don't get it, monitor lizard. People who don't dim their high beams while following someone on the highway at night. Their attacks are extremely weak, but they'll kill someone eventually. Edit, typos are also level 1 bad guys. The alcoholic threatening to beat you up while not being able to stay on their feet and always swinging to the left right of you because he's seeing you in doubles. The equivalent of a regular zombie in Dead Island. The curb that's 1 inch higher than you expected, so you do that little mini stumble thing. Or that's an inch lower and you start to trip forward like a dingus. The word dingus makes my butthole tickle every time. My butthole was unaffected. It's weird how things affect people's buttholes differently. The guy who does a slow and go at a 4-way stop when you were there first. A fly that won't stop bugging you. Fruit flies are the worst. So small you can't catch them, but you can still clearly hear them. Try sewer flies. My whole neighborhood gets them every summer. They crawl up out of the drain pipes and swarm in your house. It's just disgusting. Edit, since so many have asked, no P-trap stops them. I've plugged the drains, but it's the only good size sink in the house and I cook a lot, so I need it open. I've tried all manner of cleaner and bug traps. These feckers are next level clever. I had a bunch of drain flies in my kitchen sink a couple years ago. The Metal S home solution I learned to get rid of them was to dump a bunch of ice in the sink and turn on the garbage disposal so the shrapnel from the ice murders them all and destroys their nests. I hope you yelled, "Winter is coming, bitches." Edit, my first gold. Thank you, kind stranger. Generic ants. Not bullet ants or anything, just ants. You know ants are hardcore when they're given titles. Bullet ants are some scary mother duckers. Bullet ants are just recycled level 1 bad guys to fit at level 36 because the designers were lazy. Quarantined. People who stare at you and make you look away. I have literally sat for 5 minutes in a gas station parking lot refusing to break eye contact with some old bastard who stared at me when I pulled up. I think that's called love. I think it's called a mannequin. Solicitors in front of Walmart. In the UK we call lawyers solicitors. I imagine gangs of poorly suited shysters heckling you about your recent injury at work on your way into Walmart. Exactly the same image I had, and I just thought Walmart. Ambulance chasing hacks. Sounds about right, America. In the first year of elementary school, just after the tutorial, there's a kid who won't share the swing and keeps it all recess. #X200B, edit, "Hey kind stranger, why don't you shove this silver medal up your arse, how get out of here." I feel like this is also where your friend would bring up the app meter and how yo press actions to deal bonus damage. When I was 5 I had this situation with the jungle gym. I had watched way too much pro wrestling, so I solved it by hitting the kid from the top and breaking both his arms. He got in trouble for it too. That's the day I learned authority is not fair. At least you helped him nurture his relationship with his mom. No. Yes. Workplace lunch thief. Once you catch the thief, they won't put up a fight. I was hungry, you were a coward. Kids from rough neighborhoods that try and rob you. BTW, by kids I mean like 13, so someone you could easily punt across the ducking moon. Unless you're in Brazil. City of God, duck me up good. Dude, 3 bare feet kids on stupid small bikes can duck your shit up in Brazil and most countries. Well, if they are serious and have knives or shady weapons. Source, fought fucking kids on bikes. At customer support edit, Verizon is at least level 3. Spectrum is level 99. They nerfed Spectrum super hard. Now you will get matched with a real person by just staying on the line and not saying anything. If you start punching 0 a bunch of times as soon as the automated message starts, you'll get transferred to a real person. I know this because I had to call them every day for 2 weeks straight come fix the shitty wiring job they did on my internet. People who eat grapes from the supermarket. People do that? My mother said one day she saw a woman eating an unpurchased banana and gave it to an employee to throw it away after she finished. This was all while the lady was still shopping. I mean, it's one banana, Michael. What could it cost? $10. That dude who keeps asking the introvert why he doesn't speak. I have a guy like this at my work. The guy I share an office with is either very introverted or he just doesn't like speaking. Yesterday I was in another guy's office and he asked me about the guy I share an office with. What's with that dude? Do you know he has never once talked to me? Does he talk to you? Well, let's see, the first time he spoke to me this week was Wednesday and that was to ask me a question. He is just a quiet dude. Which is great, it means we get all our work done with no distractions. That's cool. No need to take their silence personal, just let them be. Many people get very uncomfortable with silence. I've found I get a lot of unsolicited information when I just don't say anything. This is a genuine social engineering trick right here. There's so much power in being comfortable with silence. The first person who cuts you off in traffic when you start driving on your own. That event cues the horn tutorial and you get options for your shout skill tree. +2 anger or anxiety depending your character build. I'm running a multi-class build where I get +1 each to anger and anxiety instead of +2 to one or the other. Telemarketers. I hated that job. Nowadays it's all scams though. Even worse. That spider all trying to be sneaky and zip across the wall while it thinks I'm not paying attention. I see you in my peripheral vision, you little ducker, and now I sentence you to death for trespassing. It sounds like you are the level 1 boss. No, has the level 200 spider boss. Yeah, you definitely want to be at least a level 220 spider before you enter the living room area. An underwire that pokes out of your bra and stabs you in the chest all day. Anyone featured in posts from Rhyme Verabatas. A 5-minute cutscene and he's only got 10 horsepower. What a waste of time. A hex bug with a knife on top of it. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Uppity retail customers who complain about every possible thing. That's phase 1 of the final boss. That goose at the park that I tried to do karate at when I was 5. Bruh, geese are like level 8. Those duckers are insane. Classmates that borrow your pencil and never return it. Guy who flipped you off while driving that won't make eye contact when you're both stopped at the next intersection. Internet troll. Nah, they're more like a level 3. You have to deal with them after you learn the ropes of the game called life. Finding a hair in your food or pulling it out of your throat after you've swallowed. Pretty sure it's at least level 5, if it's stuck on the roof of your mouth and you can feel it there then it's 8+. The DMV people. You forgot form number 3, prepare to die.